Hello. Welcome to Bad at Board Games.
He's bad at board games.
It's true.
It's very true, y'all.
I'm Brad Lake.
I'm Topher Ferguson.
And we're bad at board games, so you don't have to be. And those of you playing me online know that to be true.
Are you a cheerleader now?
I'm not winning anything.
Well, you're bad at board games.
Yeah.
But what's with the dance routine? Now you're singing and dancing.
Well, at least I'm staying in my personal space. I don't think you should be complaining.
Have I? Oh, okay, good point. Fair point.
Not touching you.
Let's not get into that again.
What are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about the month of July.
It was freaking hot.
It's miserable.
It's probably gonna be hot like this in August too.
I hate living in the South. I gotta move back north. Problem is, up north it's almost just as hot.
Yeah, it is, and it's more humid. I'm from Wisconsin. It is way more humid.
Okay, Wisconsin maybe. I don't think I've ever been to Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't think I've been to Wisconsin. That's one of the few states I've not been to.
If you want to drink, that's your state.
Is that all there is to do there?
Pretty much. And play board games. There's a lot of gamers and things like in Minnesota. There's nothing else to do but play board games. So that's why there's a lot of companies up in Minnesota that make board games.
We used to laugh about that all the time growing up because I grew up in the Pittsburgh area and Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, that kind of span. And we played nothing but games growing up, like as a family, like always playing games. And that was kind of the running joke is all the euchre tournaments. It was like, well, there's nothing else to do but play euchre. So.
Yep, exactly. So it's really cold. You're going to be inside 9 months out of the year. You might gotta find something to do.
Sounds fantastic to me. I love the outdoors. I would be outside in the snow and the cold.
There you go.
Yeah, but I can't go outside in this heat.
It was minus 30 degrees when I left for a job interview in Wisconsin. I got here, it was 30 degrees. At the 60-degree swing, I was like, yes, I'll stay here. Thank you.
Except for the fact that yesterday, the real feel was 117. Plus all the humidity.
It was horrible. And then Arizona's melting.
Oh, gosh.
We're actually a board game channel. Sorry, we're talking about the weather, but
Welcome to our month in review, y'all.
Those of you who aren't subscribed probably clicked off 30 minutes ago.
Probably. Well, let's talk about some stuff. Channel type stuff.
Yeah. So we are up to 2,871 subscribers now.
Insane.
It's very cool. I was really hoping to have 3,000 by Gen Con, but Toph got not sick. You had the surgeries and stuff like that, and so
blame me and my shortcomings.
But I'm not good at making videos by myself. So our subscriber count went like.
We didn't lose subscribers, did we?
We didn't lose them, but we were having about 2 a day, 2 or 3 a day. So now we're down to about 1 a day.
You know what? All of you who are subscribed are amazing, and I can't believe there's almost 3,000 people that said they want to watch another video.
Yep.
I don't understand it, y'all.
We do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You guys are just as crazy as we are. So welcome to the Bad at Board Games family. So no, but that is awesome.
Yeah. So we're gonna go over our top 5 videos of the month. So what was our number 5?
Yes. So our number 5 video of the month was the unboxing of Stonemeyer's Expeditions.
And we'll have next week, the week of Gen Con, we'll be posting the review of Expeditions. So I've got that one in the bank.
Yeah.
So that one's getting uploaded this weekend, and you'll get to see that. So
for a minute, I forgot whether or not we actually did that video.
Yep, we did that one.
But that was fun. We were able to bring it to Game Group, which was really fun. We have a fantastic gaming group, and so it was fun to kind of sit down and play. We played 4 player, not 5. Yeah, 4. So it was good. And then we got in a review. I played some solo. So check that video out when it comes out, which will be about the time this video comes out as well. If you are interested in our thoughts on that brand new game.
Yeah. So. And then our number 4 was, dungeon crawlers. So one of you had asked, it's kind of like what started me getting Massive Darkness. Went out and got that, and then I started to rank the dungeon crawlers I had. And Toph's played a few, I would say most of them, but not all of them. And so we went through and did like 5 or 6 dungeon crawlers. And so that one got our fourth highest for the month, which was fun. I like that video.
That was fun. That's not typically a game that I would say that I like, style of gaming that I like, but then all of a sudden there's games that are just, I mean, Death May Die, one of my absolute favorite games of all time. So, well, yours too.
Yeah.
And I mean,
absolutely.
just, yeah, we've enjoyed that. So yeah, that was a fun video. So thanks for that recommendation. Another actual recommendation from you guys was our third highest video or best video of the month. And that was kind of the start of a series of games or videos, our best player counts for games.
And I think we did our top 10, right?
Yeah, well, we went through so January 2023, our top 100 games of all times, individual list. We did the top 10 of both of ours. So.
Where we thought those games had the best player count. So instead of, I think a lot of people will be like, what are the best games at 2 players, 3 players, 4 players, 5 players? I think that varies with everybody. So we kind of look like, here's our favorite games, and what do you think about them? And what we thought, because we play a lot of 2, 3, and 4 player games or solo, and kind of went through that whole list I enjoyed that. That was fun. That was a longer video. I was surprised it took us long.
Yeah, I am too, especially because we didn't do 20 games. Our top 10 lists are not the same, but they are quite similar.
Overlap.
There's a lot of overlaps, and that was a long video, but it was fun to do. And it was fun, top 10 games, like our favorite games, obviously we play a lot. And we have the opportunity, because we play them a lot, to play them at different player counts, which we don't always have the opportunity to do, especially if it's a game that we're reviewing. We'll get several plays in, but it might be several plays just the 2 of us, or just with our gaming group. So maybe it's 4 or something. So
it just seemed like a good place for us to, like, we've played these a lot. We've played these at different player counts. That's why we did that.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
it was fun. Thanks for the suggestions.
Yes, keep them coming, please. Our number 2 video of the month was one with me and Ara, and it was a top 10 couples games for us. And this was, I think we did this over a year ago. Yeah, I think so. It might be a year and a half old now, but it still does well. I mean, it's one of the search criteria, right? So we'll probably do another one, but we need to get a few more games played so that it does actually change. I can tell you Obsession's going to be on it, but
that game.
Yeah.
Oh,
great game.
Yeah,
we're probably ready to do a review on it. I think we've played it. I've played it more than 10 times. You've
played it a lot. I have not yet. I need to play it some more. But you and Ara could do the review on it, honestly.
That's true, too. Well, we all 3 could.
We could, yeah.
Yeah.
So. That might be that'd be a lot of fun. I don't think, I've never done a video with Ara.
No, we did with Mona.
Yeah.
But we didn't do it with
not with Ara. Yeah. That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be good.
Which means we have to play it.
Oh, no.
I mean, twist my arm. So, number 1 game of the month. Are we ready for that one?
No, well, number 1 video.
Or number 1 video.
Yep.
Sorry.
Game, video.
I'm bad at reading. It happens.
Things.
So number 1 video of all time is all time. It is the number 1 video of all time. It is our number 1
video of all time, actually, because it keeps going.
It doesn't include Brad, so that's telling us something. It's okay, friend. I'm not touching you. Please don't. Why'd I do that? Anyways, that game, if you've been around, you know exactly what it is, but it's the top 10 solo games that I did the video, a year and a half ago?
I think it's over a year.
About a year ago.
A year and a half. I think we did it sometime in the spring.
Okay.
So
yeah.
It'll be getting close to a year and a half.
Yeah.
It still does well.
It does. Yeah, it's up to a total of about 35,000 views.
Yeah.
Which is wild. But there's a bunch of you out there who like solo gaming. So that's
so 10% of them would subscribe to us, then we'd be at 3,500 subscribers. But
that is true.
Maybe they don't like you as much as you think.
It happens. It happens. Not everybody likes me. I've accepted that. Please don't touch me.
No, I was raising my hand.
Oh.
I just like you either.
So those are the statistics of the channel, and
Toph will be going to therapy after this.
I can't afford therapy. We don't have enough subscribers for that.
Nor will we ever.
Can we get like BetterHelp to sponsor?
You can go to a therapist once a year based on how much money we're making.
If that.
One time.
Yeah, I need more than that. So, fully support mental health counseling. But,
there you go.
Therapy. But so, anyways, so the month itself, how was your month of July?
It was busy, I guess. Wasn't that bad, but I mean, like getting ready for Gen Con, getting ready for just my son's going off to college, all those things. Seems like it's just this month has flown by. Work is just bang, 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 and do a video here and there, and flying. So you?
Same. I can't believe that July is done.
Did you have your surgery in July, or did that end of June?
It was. When was it? It was maybe the last day of June.
Yeah, so almost July. So you had been dealing with it all in July. Yeah,
I've been dealing with the whole month. Yeah, so at the beginning of the month, or end of June, whatever, I had a surgery, and recovery was through, the 4th, and then I went back to work, maybe a little too early, but, that happens. But, yeah, so it's that kind of threw the month for me in a different direction, because that meant couldn't get around quite as easily, things like that. So, kind of hindered the amount of games that I've played, and I made it to game group once the whole month. Actually, I didn't even come over here that much this month.
No, you didn't come over on Saturdays. We're just trying to.
Yeah, there was unfortunately a lot of me just kind of sitting at home, and not so much fun. I did watch a lot of TV, which I don't normally do. In fact, I think I texted a handful of people that I know that I was like, I hate watching television. I'm done with this. I watched a lot of YouTube, not our videos, but other videos, good channels. So
better than this one.
So yeah, I kind of got caught up with channels that I haven't had an opportunity to kind of watch newer videos on. So that was a lot of fun, and watched a lot of videos on kind of Gen Con. I'm unfortunately not able to go this year. Someone is, I'm not, but kind of watched a lot of videos on people's time at Gen Con. Everybody's kind of leading up to it. You see a lot of those videos, which was a lot of fun. So rabbit holes. That was about my month. Unfortunately, I couldn't even really sit at a table, so playing games was difficult. But it happens. And then with my job, this is an insane month. July is terribly busy getting ready for the next semester.
Yeah.
So it's been busy, but it hasn't been bad other than the temperature. The weather has been miserable.
Yeah. Very hot.
Yeah.
Very hot. So our top 5 games played. So I got 26 games in, and I think half of those were like different games but these are BGA games as well. So it's a bit of a mix between games I play with the game group, or maybe grab a solo game or with my sons, and then I'm on a constant rotation with a couple of you and a few other people that I've you have no idea who they are. You just see what country they're from, and they continue to want to play a game that you enjoy. So just keep those on rotation. But my 5th favorite game of the month was Barrage. I'm still
riding the Barrage train.
Riding the Barrage train. It's definitely in my top 10 of all time now. Yeah. Just because I've been able to play it. So
it's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It really is.
I got Alex playing it now.
He's probably destroys you.
And he beats me. That's I hate it. I hate it so much. It's like I taught him how to play, and now he's like, but I've tried a couple of different strategies at the end, and neither one has worked. And so I'm like, okay, I got to abandon that. But just getting that engine moving is so hard.
Yeah. It's a brutal game. It really is. I don't have anywhere near the plays you have now. We were kind of matched up because we were only playing it together.
Yeah, but now
that you play it on BGA,
I get a few games a week.
I don't. There'd be no way I could compete with Brad now. Yeah. We need to bring out a game night.
You probably still beat me. That's the sad thing. I don't know if I'm getting much better.
You are bad at board games.
Yeah. So anyway, how about you?
Yeah. So my number 5.
How many games did you play? This is a little jab, but he was laid up, so it's not his fault.
Yeah. And before I say the number of games, I struggle with BGA. Like, I've never been a video gamer. I've never really played computer games or anything like that. And so I've tried, and I can't get into it. I'm so sorry. I know some of you have asked to play games, so I apologize. I'll be your friend on there. I just may not play a lot of games. So unfortunately that cut out. Like, had I actually sat down and played VGA. I could have played a lot more, but I played a total of 12 plays for the month. I was limited to a TV tray and limited to, I found not a lot of cards because even at the TV tray, I kind of had to lean it on me how I was sitting with my leg propped up. So my number 5, and I categorize these all together because I didn't actually record these as my gameplays. I never, for some reason, button shy games, I never record them. So I guess I played a lot more than 12 games or 12 plays.
Right.
But I'm going to throw all the button shy games together as one, or all the soloable ones, because I just played through a handful and I got bored with, Sprawlopolis. So then I moved over to, I don't know.
Did you try the River Wild? I gave you that?
Not yet. Yeah.
New Kickstarter just delivered. So
yeah. So he gave me a couple last week. I need to sit down and play them. They're right there at on my desk, so I will.
Cool.
But yeah, so that's just a bunch of different button shy games.
They're nice. Definitely nice solo games.
They are. Rove frustrates me. I feel like I should be able to do better than I can. Sprawlopolis is so much fun. There's another Sprawlopolis that we got, and it's similar. I like it better. Forget
Naturopolis?
Yeah, Naturopolis.
Yeah, I like that one.
So I kind of went back and forth between them, and then what's the other one I have that I like to solo? I can see it. I did not play it. I know I didn't play it. I can tell you where it is. It's in the exact same place that the 2-player ones are. So, because it was over here in my bag, and it never came out of the bag. It's still in the bag.
There you go.
So anyways, button shy games.
Dun, dun, dun. So my number 4, I found with Best at Star Trek. He's one that keeps me very busy on BGA. I appreciate that. It's a Wonderful World. I mean, I've kind of seen the cover, but I never really knew anything about it. And it's a nice card drafting, build up kind of an engine so that you get more resources, 4 turns, and I like it. I may get it. I looked at it at the game store the other day because I think our group would like it.
Yeah, I've had it in my Amazon checkout for a while, and I've almost bought it a couple times from Game Nerds.
Yeah.
Or Miniature Market, something like that. So yeah, it's one that I want to play, but like you, I didn't know much about it other than everybody who has played it has talked so positively about it.
Yeah, I saw a couple of expansions with it too at the game store. But yeah, I liked it. I continue to play it. It's a nice little game. So I don't know how. I don't think it would be very long live.
Yeah, like actually playing a game.
Yeah. So, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's one I want to play. So now you know how to play it. You can teach it.
There you go.
Yeah,
maybe. Don't play it like me. Though I did win. That was one of my wins this year.
Oh,
this month.
Look at that.
I should say this year. That is one of my wins this year.
That's a valid point.
Few and far between.
Awesome.
So, what's your number 4?
My number 4, sticking with the same theme of I'm on a couch. This took me back to I'm on a couch. Wow. Edit that out.
That one. No. That's funny. I didn't curse. That's funny.
Oh, Justin Timberlake. Well, now I've got that stuck in my head.
You're on a couch.
So choose your own adventure. So Fantasy Flight put out a couple small box games that's choose your own adventure. And one of my best friends, not you, another one. I have more than one friend. They had given it to me a while back. Gosh, I don't even remember when.
Yeah.
And so I had them sitting on the shelf, and I had opened one of them, not the other one, but I opened one and kind of read the rules, and I was like, oh, this seems cool. It's a card-driven game. It sounds fun. And then I went back on the shelf, and I never, ever pulled it back off. So I was like, you know what? Let's try this. So I pulled that out, and that was more fun than I've had in a long time. Oh, cool. And I don't know if that's because of the situation, and I couldn't do much.
Is it card-driven?
It is, yeah. So you've got two different stacks of cards. And the one is like a story deck, and so they're a little bit larger. They're not tarot, but a little bit larger cards. And it's you flip it over like a book, like it's the cover. You flip it over and you read what's on the back, and then it'll tell you what to do. So it'll tell you if you do this, go here. If you choose this, go there, or something like that.
Yeah.
But it tells you which card to pull, or if you win something. So it's got this system where you have like modifiers with the dice.
Right.
And so you've got your tracks that you're kind of going up. So the first one was like the psychic ability. So I had a psychic track, and then I had this terror track. And, you know, the higher that my fear went up, I had to roll like a 5 and above or a 4 and above. But higher psychic abilities, I could do more things with it. So it kind of told you what to do, and then you rolled your dice. And if you won, you'd get a clue. And then if you lost, usually you would increase your terror or lose some psychic ability. And then you just kept running through it, and it would tell you, you know, go to card number blah blah blah, and then go to card number blah blah blah. And so it was just like the books, other than the dice rolling, you know, side. So yeah, simple. I wouldn't say it's a competitive game. It does play multiple people, but I don't think I'd want to play it with people. Like, it was just sitting down with a book.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh, very cool.
A lot more fun than I thought.
Awesome. My number 3 is For Glory. We will have a video out, would have been last week to this one, when this one finally posts. But it's a deck builder, card battle your gladiators, fighting in different arenas, and I like the game. I do. You know, check out our review of it and see what we both think of it. But I've been waiting on that Kickstarter for
a long time.
Well, year and a half. Yeah,
I think it's almost a long time.
It is, but in the end, it's like that's almost par for the course anymore.
Is it?
It feels like it. But,
I don't kickstart, so I don't normally know. When
they're less than a year, that's real fast. But somewhere between a year and a half is typical, I feel like.
I kickstarted my first Kickstarter. Well, my first game. I kickstarted expansions to Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. And then I guess I pre-ordered some games. That's different. But this was my first one. So did I do that this month or last month?
Well, I think that's been a month or two ago. Because this month you did Lacerda's.
Yeah, that's what it was. I kickstarted Lacerda. Yeah, the new inventions. So that was this year. And it's set to deliver next year, they said. So about a year, I guess. I don't know.
Cool.
But
that's my number 3, For Glory.
Awesome.
Yours?
My number 3 is Hadrian's Wall, also solo. Oh, most of these are solo. I got a handful of games actually of Hadrian's Wall. That is a fantastic game.
Yeah, it really is. It's in alpha on BGA for those who have that and don't want to go out and buy the game. So I'm sure it'll transition into beta soon. But the only thing I don't like about it on BGA versus, like, I like flipping over the cards and seeing the barbarians come at you. And in BGA right now, it's just like, boom, done. You know, like what got through, what not. And I'm like, I kind of like that suspense of, what's going to happen? You know, which ones are where and what.
Yeah.
So.
I think we had been playing it wrong. I think I learned this a handful of plays back. In the beginning, when a round starts, you flip over the card so you see all the resources that you collect first. Yeah. And then you can choose your own hand, which of the cards you want.
We haven't been doing it
that way. We've been playing it the other way, where you kind of gamble with what do you want in your hand, and then you have the flip to see what everybody gets collective resources. So, yeah.
I like it right.
Of course you do.
You never know.
That's an awesome game. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So
that's a great game. My number 2, we're going probably after I get back from Gen Con, or maybe we'll do it today. I'm not sure. But Lords of Ragnarok, I've played it enough times. Toph, because he was out in surgery and all that, like every time we were playing it, he wasn't there. So I've played it at 2 and 3 players and so forth. So did not play it solo. I don't think it's a game I want to play solo. So we're probably going to do like he interviews me with this kind of how we go through our game systems and, you know, basically like, what do I think about it? What did Ashby think about it? What did Alex and Jamon? I think we played 4-player. We didn't get 5 because I don't think either Jamon didn't make it or Derek didn't make it. Okay. It was a 4-player game. So, so played it at a few different player counts because I wanted to try it. And then when we were going to do the 3-player, somebody didn't make it. So it ended up being a 2-player. So that all worked out well, I thought. Yeah. So, but
the game looks beautiful.
Oh,
it's the minis are
gorgeous.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I got the Sundrop version. I didn't get the all-in or anything, but got the Sundrop version of them, which definitely makes it look pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they're awesome.
But that's my number 2.
Awesome.
And your number 2?
My number 2 is Expeditions. Stonemeyer's Expeditions. Scythe, absolutely one of my favorite games of all times. I expected Scythe with Expeditions, and it's not quite Scythe.
Yeah.
So I got to keep it in my mind whenever I play it. It's a different game.
Yeah.
But,
and we've got that video up.
Mm-hmm.
That will be up before this video.
Yeah.
So, all those fun
so you'll
things.
see our review of that one. I got a solo game or two. Actually, I played a couple solo games of that.
Yeah, and then we played as a four.
And then we played
player.
it, 4-player. So yeah, it's a game that's going to sit on my shelf. It definitely is added into the collection.
Mm-hmm.
So check out our review of that. There's the unboxing, if you want an idea just what it looks like on the inside, and then the review, so you kind of get our opinion on the game and kind of what we think about it. But I'm going to paint up those mechs, and yeah, it'll
be nice.
Yeah,
I like that game. I think I missed that. I'd probably put that at number 5.
Okay.
Or it'd definitely be on this month. I don't know if I glanced over our play of that or not, but yeah, I mean, I've played Barrage a lot, so I was just,
yeah.
But these other ones I haven't played as much.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I liked Expedition, so that was a really good game.
And I think it hit well with our gaming group too. Mm-hmm. So, I think it'll be something that I'll end up bringing back over.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard. There's only so many times to play a game. There's only so much time to play games, and there's so many games to play, but I'd like to bring that one back at some point.
Yep, that was a good one. So my number 1 game was brought to me by one of you, and is Marco Polo 2. I don't know if I'd ever really heard of it. I kind of might have heard of Marco Polo, and I don't know if I was really that much into the board gaming at the time, but you kind of weave in and out of the hobby. But Marco Polo 2 is definitely up my alley. It's definitely one of my favorite designers. I'm finding that like when he's involved, and I think anyway, he's an Italian.
Daniel Teschi.
Yeah, he's Italian.
Teschini.
But
Daniel
he also
Teschini.
is involved in Barrage.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like you roll the dice, and then your dice are your worker placements, and it's tight. And then I got a little better, and then one of the other Canadian guys that I play with, he just crushed all of us. It was like holy crap, he really knows how to play the game. But it's a fun game. I really enjoyed that. It's kind of like, what is it, board and dice Takenu? We like that. It's kind of like
Takenu.
You roll the dice, and then you have I like rolling a dice, trying to see what you can do with those dice, and then it affecting something on the board. It's definitely a mechanic I like.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we both share an interest in when it comes to mechanics. And it was through those T games.
Mm-hmm.
I think Takenu was the first that we had played. Actually, no, it was probably it was probably Takenu.
Well, I got what was it? Oh, I can't remember now.
Terracotta Army?
No, that was after we played Takenu.
Toledo?
I can't remember. It's by DeVere Games. It's really beautiful. It's
dice placement?
It's I think it's Japanese. The little guy. You haven't played it. It's the one you keep wanting to play. My son likes it. I like it. I can't think of the name.
B.
Bitoku.
Bitoku.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Bitoku, I thought would be more like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's more your dice start at a certain level, and you're moving your dice up and down with different things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like dice from 40K, so I think integrated into board games is nice.
I agree.
So,
yeah, I definitely like dice. I always have liked dice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good transition into my top game of the month. So I've had millions of dice sitting around the house for a long period of time, and finally have put them to use. I have ventured into the dark side. This is not a board game, sorry, but board game adjacent. My top play of the month has been starting D&D. So I have not actually had a chance to do D&D. I've played some D&D board games. Mm-hmm. Lords of Waterdeep is fantastic. There's quite a handful of games they have. But started a campaign with some friends, and it has been a journey to get up to speed. Lots of reading, but a lot of fun. So I'm excited to see kind of where our campaign's going. It's set in a world that our DM kind of created with another friend of his that they had played for years and years. So I don't think it's something that you guys probably would have experience world-wise, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So,
Nice.
yeah, I'm playing a weird character. It's a Twilight cleric wood elf charlatan.
Alrighty then.
All of us are like Isle of Misfit toys.
I
like
do.
that's the
I'm like
that's
a
the fun
cleric
side of
or
it.
a paladin, and then that's it.
Yeah, we have a paladin. we have a bard, which is hilarious. Sierra, you've met Sierra, and one of her things is shouting insults as spells or something like that, and she has a whole book of insults that she has written down, and they're fantastically funny. It's amazing. And Sarah is not the person to insult people at all. Like, at all. And now all of a sudden hearing her shout these insults is
like cosplay is
amazing.
fun.
Yeah, it really is. So much fun. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. One of my students who graduated several years ago, one of the students I kind of keep up with occasionally, had sent me some metal dice. He was like,
nice.
yeah, I don't get to play much. He goes, so, since you want to play, this has been a couple months ago. He was like, I'll send you some dice. So he sent me some really nice metal dice, and they're actually hitting the table and playing with them. So
very cool.
Yeah, it's
metal dice are cool. It's weird. They just thunk down on the table instead of like rolls. Like
the D4 especially. You drop that thing, there's no movement. It's just, there it is. Okay. Well, okay.
It will stab you in the foot if you leave it on the ground.
Yes, it will. Yeah. So, anyways, those are our top 5 games that we have had this month. It's kind of an inside look into Brad and Toph's month of July, 2023.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed and you made it this far, click subscribe. If you made it this far, you definitely deserve to have to put up with us.
Yeah, we'd definitely love to have you hanging around. We'd also love to hear your thoughts. So down in the comment section, leave us a comment. Let us know what your favorite play was for the month of July. I don't know. Have you played For Glory? And do you like it? One of us likes it a lot more than the other. So, yeah, we'd love to hear.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it. And just remember, no matter how you play, whether it's solo, with family, or friends,
enjoy whatever games you are bringing to the table.
Have a great night.